Hello, twin flames. This is Victoria, and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today we're gonna do a classic read, so we'll take a look at the energies of divine masculine, divine feminine, and the connection at this time. At the end, I'll pull some messages between the twins, and of course, we'll start with some oracle guidance. I hope you're doing great. I did post a video on the new moon in Taurus yesterday. It's actually happening today, but I wanted you to have some intel before it happens, to set your intentions, to be more conscious about what you're trying to bring. It's a really powerful time, especially with Jupiter in Taurus. It's going to stay there for another year. This is a huge opportunity to work with this Taurian energies to create the abundance that you want, to create the comfort that you want in your life, as long as you are clear about what you're trying to bring in. And of course, since this is the earth energy, then you can utilize the element of the earth. If you're doing any rituals, be closer to nature. Any and all means that you are willing to bring into the conversation is going to work well and is going to help establish the channel. Okay, so we got the card for divine feminines, and it's number 18, clearing the excess. You're entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it's in your physical body or your physical space, or your emotional life, I will add. So time to declutter, to free up some space. We also, yesterday in the reading, we spoke about a cycle of clearing an old pattern in divine feminine's life. So this to me is very much connected, because that's part of that release, part of that clearing before you can bring in what you want to attract. Let's see what we have for divine masculine. This is my Whispers of the Ocean deck. Only a couple of weeks left before I'm home, and I'll dig out my other decks. I'll have a lot more variety of the cards. So for the masculines who got number 40, rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion you're feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Pretty much anything. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. Yeah, so this is very much connected to the sacral chakra energy, and masculine is really tuning into it to see what is the drive at the moment, what is asking for your energy, for your attention, for your focus, something that will give inspiration or something that you are already inspired to do. So it might require you revisiting certain priorities in your life and how you spend your time, which I feel like is another good theme for the new moon energy, because you can really reset your lifestyle, but also reset your immediate goals that you're trying to achieve in the nearest future. Okay, let's get into tarot. Let's see what's going on with divine feminines at the moment. What do we need to know? By the way, I have uploaded all the horoscopes for May. Finally, I know it took me a while, but they're there. So the handle to my other channel is in the description box, and it's Mindful Bamboo, so you can also search for it and check it out. If you're interested in a personal reading, get in touch with me and we can take it from there. And if you're interested in what I was just talking about with the astrology transits, your personal astrology knowledge, that I do have a couple of webinars about that online on that channel, and also we'll be doing more workshops this year on those topics, so stay tuned. So we got the King of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is actually very much connected with the wisdom of choosing the right direction. And what I'm getting immediately is that there is a positive and a negative side to that, because there's still space for improvement where you get in tune with what you desire emotionally, any gaps that need your attention, any parts, if we use ISF terminology, any parts that need your attention now, maybe your inner child that needs that care and support, right? So this is the masculine energy here. So this is more about driving yourself towards new accomplishments and new goals, which is great and healthy, but it's important to stay in tune with your own body, your own emotional state, and be able to do that temperature check and make sure that you are stable, that you're balanced, in order to manifest what you want in the best possible way. For the masculines, we got King of Swords and Five of Swords in reverse. So a lot of swords, a lot of air energy. So divine masculine is actually putting down certain overthinking and trying to strategize, like when you are trying to strategize for plan A and then also plan B, plan C, and what if this goes wrong? I need another plan. A lot of that over planning or trying to be too cautious, that's now being put aside. And that's very important when you're trying to connect to your inner desires and what is really, what you feel guided to do, what feels good, what feels right, rather than focusing on thinking and mental space, which is what these cards are talking about, right? So be less rigid, maybe not as logical at times, but not really caring what other people feel about it and whether people are out there to get you, So Five of Swords a lot of times for me is that kind of paranoia. So it's important to set that aside. Looks like you're already doing it. If not, this is just an idea, a prompt of what would be a good thing to do. Another message for someone is might be a good idea to get away from people who impact you in that way. Just find some space at this time. It's important to get your intuitive guidance and to connect to your heart chakra, to your sacral chakra for that matter, rather than stay in that mental space where you feel like you're supposed to behave a certain way, you're supposed to make certain choices that people are expecting of you. Okay, let's see what the connection energy is at this time between the twins. And by the way, the North Node is still in Taurus as well. It's going to stay there for a couple of months. So it's almost like we are, at the same time, we are challenged with our values and our goals in the material realm. But also we are pushed towards what is really going to make us happy, what is going to get us to the emotional fulfillment. For some people, in this time, they will not have any other choice but move into that direction. Oh, and by the way, today I'm wearing Vyshivanka. This is a traditional Ukrainian shirt. We had a National Vyshivanka Day yesterday. Well, I mean, it's today for me when I'm recording this message. No, time is relative, so whatever, but this is definitely a celebration for Ukraine. It's our national identity, our representation in the world, and my friend actually lended me this shirt, so I'm really grateful that I can show it to you guys, share a little bit of our legacy with you. And of course, if you're interested, you can look up more information online, but this is about to our legacy in the world. So this is like now it's actually a holiday that we acknowledge and celebrate every year. So for the connection, we have the Star in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So it seems like there are a lot of directions that the twins can take at this point, and that adds to confusion. That may get you to feel a little hopeless, a little out of tune, or like I'm not sure which way to go at this time. What is going to work well for my connection? What is going to bring us closer? It's not very clear, but what I would say is do not, especially with the Seven of Cups, sometimes it's best just to let it fly, not to focus on making a specific decision. So at this point, I'm getting that it's best to actually get yourself into this connection. You see in this deck, the star card is all about connection to the spirit, to the divine. Is stay in that vibe, is keep yourself high vibe, acknowledge that there are certain options, there are ways to go, right? And usually what my part of my affirmation is when I'm asking for this kind of guidance or advice, which of course you can do, and we saw that in yesterday's message as well, is to ask for advice or for guidance for the highest good, you know, for my highest good, for example, if it's your story specifically, without very specific expectations or without thinking that I think this is the right way, right? But leaving it to like the highest expectation or the highest good, because you don't necessarily know what that is, right? Okay, last but not least, we'll get some messages between the twins, and as always, we'll start with messages from masculine to feminine. And I've got my Hermit Tarot cards back. All right, a lot of messages today. So we got seek professional advice. You have so many choices and options. Again, talking about options. I'm open to compromise, and light. Yeah, so Divine Masculine is saying, yeah, there are a lot of options, a lot of ways, a lot of directions that we can go in. And they are actually the ones looking for some professional advice as well. Some of them are. But the important part is they are seeing the light in this. It's like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's this star card. They see that they can feel that there is a resolution that will be of benefit to everyone. They just don't see it yet. And they're saying, I'm ready to compromise. I'm open to compromise. But there is a certain doubt on what that will take. A little bit of fear I'm feeling of what it will take of them to go with that compromise. Messages from feminine to masculine. I miss you, do you? Maybe. Do you maybe miss me? I think we should slow down. Yeah, so again, there is and you see this is a 7, and we just saw 7 of Cups in the options space. And by the way, the star is number 17, which is 8, and we have 8 here. So on the one hand, they're feeling the connection, wanting to be in touch and communication, wanting to connect, discuss certain topics. But at the same time, there is a understanding there's still some work to do in the individual space, right? Like there is something that is of higher priority right now. And as much as our mind may want to kind of get together and cuddle or talk about it, there are certain themes that we're supposed to tackle on our own, and things that are immediately in our future that is important for us spiritually and physically to be able to handle by ourselves. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Tomorrow I think I'll do the Divine Masculine Sights reading. In the meantime, I'm saying hi from Montreal, Canada. I'm enjoying my time here. It's kind of cold right now, but we're hoping for better weather. And of course, the most important part is quality time with my friend. In the meantime, guys, I hope this was useful to you. If so, please like the video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.